Got to be Asian. Indian and Thai and Vietnamese topping the list, certainly. There's a couple, depending on whether I want to kind of go all the way back to childhood. I had a park just a couple of blocks from my house. All the neighborhood kids, there were a lot of neighborhood kids in the neighborhood I grew up in, and summers were endless baseball games and eating apples off the apple trees and hiking in the woods that were just nearby above the park, which had the baseball field. Winters, I had a river at the end of my street. And again, a bunch of neighborhood kids would come and we'd play hockey. And later in life, just a period, has got to be meeting Mom, because that event was something that was kind of magical. I know a lot of people talk about love at first sight and things of that nature, but this was different. It wasn't, meeting and then, trying to cultivate a relationship over and over dates, this type of thing. The moment our eyes locked, there was something that just happened, that it was just a knowing. But it was magical for both Mom and I. Right now, I'd probably say I would like some kind of invention, a device to get rid of greed. As trite as that might sound, there's just way too much of it in the world. It's just ruining everything. Something has to be done to have the global community population look at things as what's good for the whole instead of a few individuals or small groups. One saying that I say all the time is timing is everything. Time and time again, I just seem to bump into that and find that as something that just keeps revealing itself as the truth over and over again. The other I'd have to say is, easy to say, follow your own path and so on and so forth. But honestly, everybody really is here to experience what they are supposed to be doing. I would say follow your path, not what someone else tells you should be following. Easy. Nikola Tesla and Wilhelm Reich. Music.
You want to say which music?
Right now, the three main that I listen to now, prog rock mainly, or classic rock, but prog rock probably, is more my favorite. I'm listening to a lot of classical music. Yeah, music, without a doubt. Boy, when I was a kid, we had a family friend who, boy, was about my age, and his father kind of took care of this apartment building. And I remember one time we kind of walked down into the, catacombs of the building, down this dark hallway, and it was a large hallway. There was just kind of this humming coming, and we just had a flashlight with us, it wasn't like this place was illuminated. My friend, flicked the flashlight on and, didn't put this thing into full relief, kind of, ghosted. And it was just this enormous fan, but it was kind of unprotected. You kind of just walk right into it. So as a kid, things like that, really large kind of things, even some piece of machinery, used to kind of unnerve me a bit. But I tell you, that fan was whoa. But now as I've grown older, I guess what kind of scares me, unnerves me, or maybe even frustrates me more than anything are groups of people in power with ideological beliefs. Yeah. Boy, I'd have to say, over the course of my life, as I mentioned before, I really do love music. It's just a thing that I'm always attracted to and use to unwind or just, and have quiet moments, whatever. But I never really played an instrument learned an instrument. I dabbled in guitar when I was younger, even drums, but never really took it. Never either had the desire or drive or whatever was influencing me at any given time to stick with one of those things. So honestly, I think I would like to learn an instrument just because of the unbelievable creativity you can have with it. Probably do more traveling. I know that's probably a pretty common response. But again, tying in with some of the other answers I've just given. But yeah, we moved to an area that is absolutely stunning, really beautiful part of the States. And we would love to just, as a family, travel and explore more of these, and then even other parts of the world. Generally, like anybody else or anything else, life sometimes gets in the way of that, and it is a challenge. But generally, yes, happy. I have nothing at all to complain about.
Anything else you'd like to say before we end the interview?
There probably are, but no, I think I'm good. We can leave it here.